New at 6, should Georgia City be able to defund the police? Today, the State House said no.
It passed a bill that would prevent cities and counties from making deep cuts to police budgets. And it highlighted a contentious debate that raged in protest for much of 2020.
11 Alive's Doug Richards has more on what transpired.
This was an emotional issue that mostly pitted Republicans against Democrats over police funding and police misconduct.
Eric Gardner's, Michael Brown.
A Democratic state representative read 19 names.
Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor.
Prominent national misconduct cases that have led to calls for police reform. But Republicans say those reform efforts threaten public safety.
When we have local governments that are out of control and putting lives at risk in our state, we have to step in.
Republican Houston Gaines of Athens wrote the measure, which would prevent cities and counties from cutting police budgets by more than 5% in a year, or 5% over 10 years.
It's really horribly written.
Democrats say that while Atlanta and Athens have considered budgets that shift funds away from law enforcement, none of them have passed.
I think that this is a weird PR campaign by Republicans to absolve themselves of the fact that domestic terrorists from their party went up to the Capitol on January 6th and killed and maimed police officers.
And what's interesting is there is no massive decline in funding for public safety or police that's happening. So that, of course, raises the question, why do we need this?
One candid answer came from Republican Alan Powell.
It is as much as an answer to the politicalization of an issue that has been made in the last year. Defund police.
The ayes are 101, the nays are 69.
On a mostly party line vote, the House passed the measure to prevent deep cuts to local police budgets.
So this bill was a chasing headlines bill. I get it. It's red meat to a base.
Everything we do is a political issue, but ultimately this is an issue of keeping families safe.
Democrats argue that the bill that passed the House unconstitutionally gives the state control over local police budgets and local funding. It now heads to the Republican-led Senate.